The announcement of GTA 6 sort of feels like a slow erupting volcano. Like we keep getting bits and pieces here and there, but we all are just waiting for it to explode. And that explosion may actually happen in May of this year. This is coming from the Take-Two CEO, so straight from the dude's mouth. In an interview, I believe a couple of weeks old, this analyst asked him a question about expecting a AAA release this year, and if he could say anything about it. And this is what Strauss-Zelnick had to say. So as we always do, you're going to hear our initial outlook for the fiscal 21 year in May. And our labels, of course, always make our product releases. We have set our strategy, as you correctly pointed out, to have a strong frontline release schedule, both iterations from beloved franchises. We have 11 franchises that have sold in at least 5 million units within one release, as well as new intellectual property, and we are working on the most robust pipeline in our history, so we're amazingly excited. That said, we haven't always been able to achieve our goal of having a strong, and that's kind of where the picture ends. I'm assuming like he's just saying because of delays, at least on Rockstar's end, for the last couple of game releases, sometimes maybe their predictions aren't 100% because like the game's still in development and still needs to be polished and all that. But going back to the first part where he mentioned their initial outlook for the next year basically is gonna come out in May. That is what's so important here. So the way it works, I believe the fiscal 21 year starts maybe, I think it might have actually started in March and it goes until next March. So in May, when their conference call comes up, it'll be really interesting, not only obviously because of the whole pandemic thing going on and you know, that, how they're dealing with that, but if they predict they're gonna make way more money than normal, that's just a guarantee that GTA 6, like they planned or they're expecting GTA 6 to launch within the next year. So May at this moment is the month, is the time that we should all be expecting maybe something to come out if, you know, this game is coming out relatively soon. I mean, that's straight from Take-Two CEO's mouth. Now, by itself, this isn't that interesting because, again, Take-Two not only owns Rockstar, but they own 2K and I believe some other development teams. So it's not like they are just relying on Rockstar's games. They rely on all these other games. So theoretically, he could be talking about a number of games. And he mentioned they have 11 franchises. So yeah, it's not just GTA and Red Dead Redemption. It's all the other stuff too. But again, if it's, you know, something big, then obviously it's going to be GTA because that's the freaking biggest game in the world. But what makes this interesting, the mention of May has come up a lot recently. So a couple of months ago, I believe sometime last year, a rap group called City Morgue posted this on their Instagram. A collaboration with Rockstar Games, the Rockstar logo there, summer of 2020. Doesn't necessarily say May, but May is kind of the beginning of summer. So just an interesting connection there. Also, in the Casino Heist DLC, there was this very, very interesting screenshot from the inside hallway of the casino. On the right, it says service, but it is spelled very weird. Well, it's not spelled weird, but it's placed weirdly on the wall. Why put Vice like that? Wondering why. And then on the other wall on the left, it says Diamond 510. Well, 5, that's the month of May. Maybe 510 is when we get some sort of teaser. Who knows? The only questionable part with the whole 510 thing, I believe that's a Sunday. They're probably not going to announce anything or tease anything on a Sunday. But still, like 510, that is, if you're just looking at it in numbers and in months, 5, that's May. So again, May is kind of teased at here again. And then one of the weirdest things that happened this morning, one of, I would say, the most reputable GTA leakers over the last couple of years. He did stop for the last like 2 years, but prior to that, Yan, he knew someone, had a source within Rockstar, and that's how he was able to leak a bunch of information for GTA Online and for upcoming DLCs. Well, for the last couple of years, he had this posted as his pinned tweet. I always told Rockstar that if they ever wanted me to stop sharing leaks, they could just call me, and today Take-Two took me up and said, stop leaking stuff, basically. He's had that pinned as his Twitter pinned tweet for the last like 2.5 years. This morning, only for a very, very small amount of time, he changed that pinned tweet to this reply to Rockstar Games. Soon, TM. And then he did change it back to the no leak pin tweet. Now, it could mean nothing, but the fact that maybe Yan is trying to hint at something without actually saying something, maybe that could be what's going on. And the fact that the Take-Two CEO that says maybe in May you'll get some major announcements, some major teaser. I know we've been on this same sort of boat the last couple of months saying, oh, it's going to happen this month, this date, whatever. But at least this time it's coming not only from Take-Two CEO, but one of the most reputable leakers that GTA has ever seen. For sure, it will be an interesting next couple of weeks if anything else comes out. But for sure, once we hit May, it's just going to be a waiting game until that Take-Two financial call comes out. Because I think that will truly determine on how close we are to getting GTA 6. So thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more GTA 6 content. And if anything else comes out, I will be sure to let you guys know. Thank you all. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.